Alright guys, in this video we're going to be talking about the Apple Find N and the Pixel Fold that's potentially still going to release, folding devices in general. So this is a discussion video, so if you like discussion videos, feel free to stick around in this video, and I'm going to just discuss some feelings and thoughts on these particular devices. Now let's start with the Fold that you see here. This is the Z Fold 3. I just can't tell you how much I like the Z Fold 3. I like it just as much as I like the Z Fold 2. This one having pretty good cameras as well too, and it's just been a joy to use. Now, as far as the Apple Find N, some of you guys have asked why I'm not covering this device yet, and I just don't see the need yet. Right now, this price on GizTop.com, that's where you can find this. This is where people are pretty much everyone's getting it from, because I haven't found it anywhere else at a really decent price. GizTop.com, they're not sponsoring me or anybody else, I would assume. I don't know, they're not sponsoring me, but I'm just going to show you where the good prices are. You can find a lot of devices here first, and I've purchased from them before. They're legit. My only thing is sometimes they use DHL for their shipping, and DHL is a horrible company. They steal your packages and you name it, lose them. They don't care, have bad customer service. So you take that risk if you want to pay that express shipping, or you can do the free shipping or the lower price shipping and it won't come through DHL. That's just a forewarning for you. Some people haven't had any problems with DHL, but I have the worst time with DHL. Now, onto the devices. This device started off at $15.99 on this particular site. And then it went up higher than this price, and now I see it at $16.99. Now this is for the gray and the white one. The purple one, for some reason, I don't know why they're charging this much for it, and it's just because of the storage option. But I don't need 512 gigs with 12 gigs of RAM. I don't have to have that. But unfortunately, when it launched on this website, it was $15.99, and I put it in my cart, bought it, and decided to go back in and just stop it. I pulled out because I thought, man, I know I'll like the form factor, but will I really like it as much as the Z Fold 3? And this is what I'm talking about, like software wise. I love using other software other than stock Android sometimes, and on a folding device I really want to take advantage of it. So far my eye has been on this gray model right here. I don't really like the white one because I don't want a shiny back, and I didn't like the purple one because of the shiny back as well. So this looks to have a frosted back glass, so I don't know, but nonetheless, this is probably a really good form factor, but that price I'm not ready to entertain. And you know, it might sound crazy, but here's why. If you go over to phones, there's a phone in here that I've always wanted, and I thought, man, this might be the time to buy this. Let's go here. Price. This phone right now is $13.99, and you're getting a whole bunch with this phone right here, man. You're getting a 6.52 inch display, man, on the external display. That's pretty doggone good. And this is a Xiaomi device, which Xiaomi it's a good brand, period. And they've dropped this down. I've seen this as high as $17.99 on this website before. But this is a stellar device still. It's got that Snapdragon 888, 16 or 12 gigs of RAM, 5,020 milliamp hour battery, 67 watt fast charging. It's got it all, so, and you get a bigger phone. You get more along the lines of this style device. But this is a beautiful device right here. And so when it comes to picking a folding device, you really have to go with what you think is going to be a good price. And then also, how are we going to fit this into my folding lifestyle? Now, some people are really harping on the fact that you can see the crease on the Z Fold 3 opposed to not really being able to see it on the Apple Find N. That's not really a selling point for me. These phones are going to have some kind of form of crease down the center. Hey, it is what it is. That's not a selling point for me. The software experience is what I find that I don't want to run into issues with. And I've been importing phones since I started my YouTube channel. I'm at 16 years on YouTube. Probably a little bit more than that, I think, but that's a long time to be on YouTube. And I've done my share of importing devices, and I'm very skeptical sometimes of picking up a device when it's over a certain price. I avoid eBay at all cost. Now, when it comes to the Z Fold 3, this is probably the best folding experience on a device for me personally. I don't mind the 25:9 aspect ratio. Now, what I will say is that when it comes to the brand new Honor V, they've adapted something that's true. They have a 6.45 inch. Basically, it's just covered. See how this edge over here is that the Z Fold 3 has? Yeah, they've just slid the display over and give you more real estate. That's it. And that's actually a good thing. And I'm really hoping that the Z Fold 4, if in fact there is one, I really hope that they adapt that outer display to be a little bit bigger. And then to me, they can keep all of this the same. It really wouldn't matter because the inner display is absolutely great, man. This phone has great cameras, man. I've heard someone say, I really wish the Z Fold 3 had better cameras. These cameras on the back, folks, have recorded so many videos on this channel, and you guys have said, oh my gosh, it's fantastic quality. And a lot of times it's the Z Fold 3. Now, right now I'm recording with the iPhone 13 Pro Max. This phone right here is just one of the best for videos. So I've adapted using phones again, other than my high-powered cameras. I have a Sony, I have a Canon with a 24mm lens, which I've used frequently to record on the channel. But I've found that for what I'm doing, I can get just as good a quality and sometimes better quality than some of my mirrorless cameras or DSLRs. So talking about the Fold 3's cameras, man, these cameras are fantastic. I've used these cameras to record so many videos on this channel. Furthermore, they have a pro mode on here, which that is how I use this device when I'm using it for video. I go straight into here and I switch it up like this. I go over to more and I go straight to Pro Video. And as you can see, it's always at 4K 60. And I go down here and I turn on the front microphone because you can control how you do the microphones on here. And I've got the gain adjusted to +6 dB. So, I've been using this device to record a lot of content, and because the cameras are phenomenal. Now, I've seen the Apple Fine Ends cameras and they look impressive. I'm still not. I would probably grab the Xiaomi Mi Mix Fold or whatever it's called instead of the Apple Fine N at this moment. And I'm not just going to buy the Apple Fine N just because it's shorter in size. I'm willing to wait patiently until that price drops, because once I get this device, I'm going to keep it. So, I'm not going to sell it off probably. I won't return it, I'll say. I'm not one of those people that buys things and then does a bunch of videos on them and then return it. I can't do it. So selling it later, yes, that will be a possibility. But if I really like it, I won't sell it. Now, the only way I'll get rid of my my Z Fold 3 here is if I trade it for the Z Fold 4, more than likely. I don't plan on selling this because I took a little bit of an L and I gave someone a great price on the first one that I bought, that 512. But the price on these is, the resale value on these is so low. And as you know, I got mine for $1,000 brand new in the box, unlocked from Best Buy when that deal was going on. So I have no desire to sell this thing. I don't care if it sits on the shelf for 2 months in my storage. I don't think I could sell it because I can always find some use for it. Folding devices are fantastic for what they are. If you can fit them into your lifestyle, you will never be able to use a regular slab style phone again. It's just how it is. There are so many people that have adapted folding phones. As a matter of fact, Samsung themselves said it. We've sold more Z Fold 3s and Z Flip 3s than anything here lately. Especially the Z Flip 3. That device is a killer device. It's a slab phone that folds in half. Now, personally, I think the Honor Magic V, or Honor V Magic, whatever they're going to call it, I think that's probably going to be one of the best iterations of a folding device right now with this longer style right here. Though theirs is 21:9, and they were very happy to announce that, and I respect it. It just means that it's wider. It's wider than the Z Fold 3. If you see on the announcement, you know that it's wider than the Z Fold 3. This is 6.2 and there's a 6.45, and then it's 21:9, so it gives you a much better use of the front screen. So when you're typing on the front screen, this keyboard is obviously very narrow and a little cramped, but the fact that I can just open it up And then I got a full size display here with a much larger canvas to type. And I have big hands, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely can take advantage of this part of the display. So there are a lot of things about folding devices that I truly love. I've always liked folding. I actually still have brand new the ZTE folding devices, man. And I bought that a while back, and then I had another one brand new in the box over there. So folding devices are legit, and they have so many use case scenarios. Some people still aren't into it. They don't believe it. But when that Pixel Fold drops, that is going to be a sight for sore eyes. I posted it on my Instagram here. I hope this is real. You know, I hope it's real. Because the way it's looking, it's like the SIM tray is going to be on the bottom down here. And so you can get a closer look at it here. This is going to be, excuse me. They're kind of thinking that it's going to be the same aspect ratio or close to the aspect ratio of the Apple Find N. Folks, if Google releases a folding device, and it is in that form factor, or it is in this form factor, if they just release a folding device, it's going to be fantastic. As long as they keep the software on par and up to date, and we avoid the situation that's going on with the Pixel 6 and Pixel 6 Pro, that's going to be one of the best selling phones probably for folding devices in quite some time. Google won't have to release another Android tablet, because I think they should release another small compact Android tablet and then also a big Android tablet. They're not doing that yet. So if they release a folding device, this is going to be spectacular. People are going to buy this. How would they price it? I would say they might try to price it at like $12.99 or $10.99 or something like that. They'll be their most expensive phone out, you know, in the current day. So if this releases this year, I really hope it does, I will be so ready to have a folding Pixel device, because stock Android to me is just one of the best experiences for Android. But then when you have folding devices, you want to have a good folding experience. Where's my pen at? Can't find it. Down here. Yeah, here we go. I just keep a little small universal stylus here because I had the S Pen the first time, and it's very nice to have an S Pen with this device, but I found that these little universal styluses don't have a point, and I can still use them with notes and literally write, folks, just like, even though it has that very rounded tip there. Let's take advantage of the iPhone. Even though it has that very rounded tip right there, it still writes very well. Let me open up notes here and show you. Let's see here. So if I decide I wanted to write something here, even with this rounded tip, it is just that good. I kid you not. This thing is fantastic. Shout out to Tech Loving Mama with the purple. You know who she is. Gadget Goddess with her folding devices. Yeah, these little cheap knockoff they're not knockoffs, they're just cheap affordable styluses work great with the Z Fold 3. And this is actually what I've been using, because I was buying the S Pen and I thought, man, I'm gonna have to find a place to put it, blah blah blah, gotta buy another case for it. I'm gonna stick with these right here, because I know that I don't get the S Pen functionality, but I get use case scenarios for actually using something to write with, and to me that's just as important. You understand what I'm saying? So I personally feel like folding devices have their place. There are still people out there complaining about folding devices not having their place and feel like they're useless. You know, that's just what it is. I've always said that there's something for everyone. And that is why I make these discussion videos, because I like to hear from those people who actually are using these devices. I just think the battery on this thing is great so far. It's really learned who I am. The cameras are fantastic. Some of you guys have been asking about, and this is my Sophie Gar skin that I put on. I didn't do a video on this. I was going to do a follow-up video with the different skin, because I took off that other sticker bomb. Just not my style. But again, SophieGuard.com. Appreciate them sending over scans for the phone. This is the military one I got on here, the camouflage. But some people have asked about this particular protector I have on the back of my bar here, on the back of the hinge. Well, I don't know if I said it in another video, but I have a matte screen protector kit, and all I did was I took the skin from that portion and just covered this with it. Because on the back here I have SophieGuard. This is just from some generic matte screen protector kit that I had bought off of eBay years ago for the Galaxy Z Fold 2, and I found it in my storage and I put it on here because I wanted to protect my hinge. There's no one selling just things from the hinge from what I could find. Now, as far as the front goes, this is White Stone Dome. As you can see, this is their premium film. I did a video on this. It's fantastic. So folding phones, folks, there's like none other. They are going to be here going forward. So many people are going to have folding devices. It's going to be very common. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, until Apple makes one, people will talk about it more when they do. Unfortunately, people seem to think that Apple sets the trend, and I don't understand that. Samsung has done a fantastic job. This is their third iteration of this, and they have set this trend. They also set the trend for big devices. Remember the Galaxy Note when it first came out? People laughed at me for having that phone, but look at what happened. One of the best phones on the market. So the folding device trend, Apple can say that they revolutionized it or whatever, but when they make one, I'm going to get one because I want to see what they can do with it. I have faith in Apple for making a good product, but I hope they take advantage of it because currently right now, the iPads kind of take advantage of Apple's system with split screen and stuff like that and picture-in-picture, but not like Samsung takes advantage of this display right here and what you can do with this device. So, it's your man Jay. Folding devices, man. Are you on board yet? Have you gotten a Z Fold 3 yet? Have you got a Apple Fine N? Have you got any folding devices? Let's talk about it. I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.